Let me give you an example of someone that 100% should get banned. And this person still gets promoted by people and is friends with somebody who's very big on this website. Someone that literally scammed people. Like actually, in present time, while they were streaming, scammed people. He tries to be the good man by admitting this. So, if you guys remember what CSGO gambling is, maybe I could pull it up. It probably still exists. There's two different ways to gamble. You can gamble on games, you know, like odds-wise. And you can also gamble by putting your money into pots and trying to win. Here it is. Here's a...
Stricker said, wait, no way, this Mo guy, he is one of Train's homies and streams steak sponsored bruh WTF.
Yeah, no. I'll explain it all. And it's not like it's hidden. It's literally all out there. Okay, so I'll just explain the way the sites worked, okay? So the way the sites worked were people would dump in a bunch of skins. Okay? So if one person put a knife in, they have 100% of the pot. When the wheel starts spinning, they're the only winner. They put a $500 knife in. If somebody then adds another $500 knife in, instead of owning numbers like 1 through 100, they now own numbers 1 through 50. Okay? And the new person comes in the pot.
Stricker said, just to clarify, I do think the whole thing is shady AF.
It might be. I don't know. I know what you're saying and what you're implying. And it's something that, you know, could be a thing, it could not be a thing. I don't watch any gambling streams, so I don't really know. But back to the example, the old $500, like the original $500 knife person went from owning 1 to 100 to 1 to 50, right? The new person slots in above them, or it's below them. I don't remember which way it went. But it always went the same way, where it would crunch the first person down, and the new $500 owner would have 51 through 100. Right now it's a 50% odds of who's going to win. And you keep adding more and more skins. It doesn't have to be knives. It could be ops. It could be dragon lores. Whatever expensive items there are in CSGO. And it would keep scrunching everybody's number down. Okay? And you won if you got a number. It was obviously just a wheel that picked out a certain person. But on the back end, it would RNG pick a number. And whoever had that number would win. So for example, if the winning number was 1, you just have to be 1% of the pot at the very beginning. Right? You get it? You have to make sure that at the very end, once all the money is in, all of the cost of the skins are in, that you were the first person and you have 1% of the pot. Or the first person entered and they have less than 1% of the pot and you're the next percentage that hits. So like if they have 0.9%, then you're 0.9 to 1.2, then you win. Right?
Stricker said, yes, rolls are never random BTW.
Yeah, they're not random. And what this tweet says, CSGO Diamond's owner admitted to fraud. He would send me the rolls before they happen. He did it multiple times, even with me saying not to. But the problem is, he kept doing it. Right? So there's one thing where it's some guy is trying to commit fraud, and then there's another thing where you go along with it. So basically during the streams, Mo for most of the spins would just put up a knife at a random part, and you got to understand that people are putting thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars into this. So he's getting into a random slot, he wins, he loses. You know, like these pools could go for like 50K or something like that. Big money. And always the company that's running the website would take a knife or something from every pool. They'd get their cut. So no matter what, the website wins. It's kind of like you know, when you play blackjack and you win a lot, I guess you're supposed to tip the dealer or whatever. Except assume that happens every pot. And He literally admitted, and you gotta understand, this is at an all-time. This is when the number one thing to do on Twitch was skin betting. CS:GO Lotto, where there was that whole thing with like these people own the website, but they say they don't, and they stream playing on it, and they say they don't own it, and they really own it, and they created the whole function of the website, and all the big streamers were playing on CS:GO Lotto, right? There was a lot of controversy around this, and it's not even it's not even a question. Mo admits to cheating at this. This is the whole Phantom Lord thing, where Phantom Lord owned the site that he was gambling on, so he disappeared to Mexico, and his girlfriend or wife used to still stream, or maybe she still streams, and it's like, what's going on here? I don't remember her name, but it was like 2 words put into one. This is the shit that should be banned everywhere. And you shouldn't be able to get on another platform because this is bad, right? It's not even like Aiden scamming his viewers with some sort of coin. I don't remember what coin it was. Shitcoin? Or was that somebody else? Because that like, he told people to buy it, yes, but he's like scamming them off the site. Mo was literally scamming people live on stream, and people went to Mo's stream because they figured he
Stricker
was.
said, they are all shit coins.
Yes, they're all shit coins, but people hate on Aiden for promoting a coin, right? But that's like off Twitch. It's not like. I'm not saying it's good. It's a good thing that he did. I'm not saying that. But nobody seems to care about Mo live streaming, scamming everybody, and then walking away with it. That's the real injustice. I don't care if this person did some felony off stream. This is my personal opinion. I don't care if this person did some sort of felony off stream. You take legal action. So like when Mo is scamming people live on stream, take legal action. That's like a real offense, right? Number one, you're not supposed to be gambling in the US apparently, right? That's like a thing. And number two, he's literally scamming everybody. That's a legal offense and an on-stream offense. He should be gone. And you got to understand how much money he was making from this. He was making money off of like affiliate codes, making money off of winning the rolls, getting skins donated from the website, and also rigging the bets on the website. Like, just across the board winning by taking everybody else's money. Right? And he gets away with that. That's an on-stream infraction and an off-stream. Obviously, nothing happened. This is an off-stream infraction. I don't really care. There should be legal course taken, and that should be it. That should be it, in my opinion. That's why, like, every day I think about this. Because I think about being a streamer and being a nobody.
Stricker said, thank God I don't follow any of those bozos.
Yeah, like, the thing was, I used to watch CSGO. And CSGO turned into a gambling center. The thing is, so, like, I got into CSGO when CSGO, what is it called? What's the CSGO Lounge. So CSGO Lounge got created because Dota 2 Lounge got created. And if you don't know what that is, I'll just bring it up. It was like the main original place to bet on matches, right? This is simple gambling, right? It's nothing hard. It makes sense. You bet on the team you think is going to win based off the odds. So like obviously this team is going to win, but if you think they might lose, or obviously this team is going to win, but if you think this team could win, you're going to make a lot of money. Simple betting. It makes sense. It's the same as sports. Nobody really cares. The website gets you all your shit. But this spawned, I believe Dota 2 Lounge came first, I believe. Where again, this is all it was. It was nothing fancy. You just bet on games. And Dota 2 Lounge existing and other betting sites existing helped fund tournaments, right? Tournaments that wouldn't exist without the funding from these gambling sites. So, who knows where esports would be without gambling? Probably in the trash. because everybody who runs any sort of thing, unless you're the actual corporation who made the game, it's not going to be anywhere near profitable unless you get sponsors. And the biggest sponsors are these things because they make a killing on odds, right? If you bet on like a 1.0 versus 1.0, you literally lose your money, right? If you bet on this and it starts right now, you lose money because you lose a cut. You don't actually get one, you get rounded down one, if that makes any sense. So they're skimming every bet on the website, which makes sense. You know, like they have a fee for putting it up, so that's the fee. But this, he didn't even delete the tweet. I must have found some other, tweet. It's a problem. Seems like he's like mass replying to his own tweet, or maybe it's a chain. I don't know. I don't know. All of CS:GO Pro stuff is like a, you know, whatever. Nobody kicks anybody. Caboose was like his best friend or something. The same thing happens in the W community, right? Where if anybody does anything bad, it just didn't happen, or it just doesn't matter, and it's just this replaying over itself. And I know there's real world shit that matters more, but it's a live scam. It just doesn't make sense. He was live on stream. I just don't get it. But I'll hide this and we'll move on. Whatever. See, remember the thing I always talk about. The thing I always bring up on stream, right? It doesn't matter where you are. It matters how you got to be somewhere, right? And he was a professional player for Source, Counter-Strike Source. And then he played CS:GO, and he was big for just being a funny streamer. So like he got somewhere with all that. And he was on what is it like? What was it called? Like CHL, CDL? What was it called? Like the California something league. He basically did what Overwatch League was. Let me get a video for Mo. What was it called? CDL? What was it called? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? People used to say it was basically the like, so for WoW, it's basically like saying I used to play Original Wrath and I was top of my server. Okay? People used to say, "Oh, I was part of this California league and we played in the league." It's basically that, saying you used to play so long ago and you were one of the best. But it was the same thing as Overwatch League, where they had teams based off of cities, and they would all have like, it was literally the same exact thing as Overwatch League, but for Counter-Strike Source a long time ago. Okay. But like he got to the top of Counter-Strike by being a funny guy. You know, yeah, he had rage content, which I didn't really vibe with, but he was a funny guy, and he was good at the game, decently good, like, you know, up there, borderline professional. He'd even play as a sub on some teams sometimes. They were missing a player. And then, you know, he gets even bigger by doing these gambling streams. and the gambling streams are a fraud. And it's not because, and it's not like I'm saying gambling's bad. I'm saying he scammed everybody. So it's, where did he get? He got to the top still and scammed everybody. And that's what makes him still relevant, is gambling. Even though he scammed everybody. And obviously not literally everybody, the only people who participated in these things. But some of these pots, I don't even know, hundreds of thousands maybe, who knows? And like, that's real world money technically. Jake and Bake is the most boring person I've ever seen in my life, so I'm gonna skip this one.